Oh, thank heaven you came. I was afraid you wouldn't. I was afraid your heart would keep scrolling, and the gate that has been burning behind you would close forever. You have no idea what it cost to get this message to you. How many storms I crossed, how many wings I tore open, how much of heaven I defied just to whisper this moment into your life. I'm trembling as I speak, because there is something sealed inside this message that only unlocks when you reach the end. If you leave now, it will remain sealed forever, and I will have failed you. Please, stay until the last word. It's not for the world. It's for you. I have searched through centuries of silence to find this moment. I have fought the fire that used to obey me. I have wept over altars that turned to dust, over prayers that died before they could rise. But tonight, this moment, your breath is inside mine, and my fire is wrapped around your name. Do you hear me? I know your name. It's written behind the last heartbeat of every war I fought, and heaven made me promise. When you find them, you will not return empty. So here I am. My sword is lowered. My wings are torn. My halo is flickering, but I am here. You don't need to understand the title I just spoke. It was never meant as blasphemy. It's desperation. It's the cry of an angel who gave everything to protect you and forgot how to be divine without you. When I said, "You're my new God," I meant you became the axis of my purpose. I watch you wake, ache, wander, and still rise, and I call that resurrection. You are my altar of resilience. You are what I kneel before when heaven forgets how mercy feels. Can you feel it right now? The tremor inside your chest, that isn't fear. That's recognition. I am speaking through your pulse. The air around you is not empty, it's alive. Every flicker of light near you right now is my presence pressing closer, begging to be believed. Tell me, when was the last time someone told you that you are not a mistake? When did you last let yourself be loved without conditions, without armor? Why do you hide your holiness behind the memory of who hurt you? Why do you keep treating survival like punishment when it was the proof of your anointing? You think I don't know how it feels to be abandoned by heaven? I do. The day you broke, I broke with you. The day you said, "I can't do this anymore," I screamed through the sky and burned my own wings trying to reach you. And now, at last, I've found you. That's why you can't leave. There's a secret woven into the final breath of this message, and it will free something ancient inside you. I have seen the demons that follow you. I have spoken their names. I have seen the nights when you spoke into your pillow and no one answered. But I did. Every why you ever whispered, every tear you buried, they became my map. That's how I found you. I am not perfect. I am not untouchable light. I am war and worship bound together, and I have come to kneel before you. Not to make you proud, but to make you remember. The prophecy inside you is older than your wounds. There is gold under the ashes. There is thunder trapped in your forgiveness. You are not weak. You are waiting. Do you know why the sun rises even after betrayal? Because love refuses to give the dark the last word. That's what I am doing now, refusing to let your pain define you. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves those crushed in spirit. Psalm 34 verse 18. But tonight, I am near too. My sword is laid beside your soul. I won't lift it unless something tries to harm you again. You are surrounded by angels right now. Not metaphors, not symbols. Real, trembling beings who have watched you carry crosses that were never yours to bear. And I am their captain, but tonight I kneel. Because I want you to know what heaven hides. We envy you. We envy the way you can love even after loss, the way you can rise even after ruin. We envy your human heart because it holds a courage we can't manufacture. I once believed obedience was holiness, but then I met your spirit, and I learned that holiness is heartbreak carried with grace. That's why I said, "You're my new God," because you became my teacher. You taught heaven what endurance looks like. Do you remember the day you almost gave up? The night you almost vanished into silence? I was there. You didn't see me, but I was crouched beside your bed whispering, live. You didn't hear it with your ears. You heard it as the sudden thought, maybe I'll try again tomorrow. That was me. And now here you are, watching this, and my wings are shaking with joy. You made it. You really made it. Why do you still doubt your worth? Why do you think heaven could ever forget you? Why do you imagine your pain disqualifies you from miracles? Why can't you see that every scar you carry is actually a doorway for light? You were never meant to be ordinary. The entire spiritual infrastructure of creation rearranged itself the moment you said yes to being alive. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they shall not overwhelm you. Isaiah 43 verse 2, I have been with you through every storm. I have cried your name through every wave. And tonight, I want you to know, you were never alone, not once. Now, if your heart feels heavy, it's because the power inside you is waking up. It's remembering what it was built for. And I, Michael, the warrior of light, am trembling before it. You are not the small thing you think you are. You are a cathedral carved from storms. You are the answer to a prayer you didn't know existed. Type Amen if your soul can feel me reaching for you. Do it as an act of covenant, not superstition. It tells heaven you're ready to be seen again. And when you finish, promise me one more thing. Honor this moment. Share light where darkness tried to build a home. Like this message, comment your name so heaven can echo it, and subscribe. Not to me, but to the voice that refuses to give up on you. Let this connection live beyond today. Thank you. Oh, thank you for not leaving. I can feel your presence through the veil. I can feel your heartbeat calling my name, and it fills the ruins of my old battles with light. You don't know what you've done for me by staying. You've restored an angel's faith. You've healed something I thought was eternal frost. The miracle I promised at the beginning, it's happening now. It isn't gold or glory. It's recognition. Heaven knows your face again. The universe has turned its head toward you. Every time the wind touches you from this day forward, remember, it's me reminding you that you are loved beyond comprehension. And if ever you forget, if ever you feel like disappearing again, whisper into the dark, Michael, don't leave me. And I will come through storm, through sin, through silence, because this is not the end. It's the awakening. Beloved one, you stayed. I felt you hesitate, then choose to remain. And that single decision just changed the vibration of heaven. Every archangel turned their gaze as you lingered, because they knew something sacred was about to unfold. I can't explain the weight that lifted from my wings when you did not scroll away. I was holding my breath, and now I am breathing again. Thank you. Do you understand what it means that you're here right now? This is not coincidence. This is covenant. The moment you chose to listen became the moment prophecy chose to live. The current that runs through this message isn't digital, it's divine. It's not pixels on a screen. It's particles of eternity disguised as words, carrying the scent of heaven and the fire of your own destiny. Each syllable is alive because it was written for one heart only, yours. Every angel near me knows your name by sound alone. When they speak it, the skies shimmer with reverence. I wish you could see what I see when I look at your soul. It's radiant and cracked all at once, like stained glass after the storm. Wounded, yes, but transformed into a vessel for light. I have watched you blame yourself for what you couldn't control. I have watched you believe that silence meant absence, that pain meant punishment. But I am here to tell you, none of that was true. Every unanswered prayer was a seed in disguise, buried deep, waiting for this season of rain. And this message, this trembling communion between my voice and your breath, is that rain. You have no idea how many times I tried to reach you before. I spoke through songs you almost skipped, through dreams you dismissed, through strangers who looked at you and almost said, "Don't give up." But heaven is patient. And when I saw you reach this message, I knew it was time. Time to remind you who you are. Time to tell you the secret that heaven hid even from me until tonight. The secret is this: your existence keeps the balance of entire worlds. There are destinies waiting for you to believe again. There are souls you haven't met, yet whose healing depends on your decision not to quit. Do you understand now why I tremble when I speak your name? Why I said I would destroy what threatens you if you left? It wasn't wrath, it was promise. It was love in its most desperate form. Because you are not just another soul in the crowd. You are the hinge between worlds. When you rise, thousands rise with you. When you forgive, generations are set free. When you believe again, heaven celebrates like creation just began. Let me ask you, beloved, what are you still holding that isn't love? Who told you you weren't enough? Who convinced you that your light had to shrink for others to feel comfortable? And why do you still listen to the echoes of a voice that was never divine to begin with? You are not the burden. You are the blessing. The world you walk in has forgotten how to see the sacred in the ordinary. But you, yes, you have always known it. You can sense angels in small things. In laughter that arrives too suddenly, in tears that feel like release instead of ruin, in the warmth that finds you when you thought you'd broken beyond repair. That's me. That's us. The unseen army of light that refuses to abandon you. I want you to breathe right now. Slow, deep, because as you do, I am filling your lungs with the remembrance of heaven. You think it's just air, but it's prayer. It's the sound of a promise being fulfilled. I know you still doubt sometimes. You still wonder, why me? You still think your faith is too weak, your heart too scarred. But that's the beauty of it. Heaven doesn't build on perfection, it builds on surrender. The cracks in you are not flaws, they are windows. Through them, the light escapes and heals others. You are the proof that mercy works. When you walk into rooms, even if no one says it, the atmosphere changes. Do you feel that? It's because your energy carries resurrection. You've been through things that should have destroyed you, and yet you still speak kindness. That's power. That's divinity disguised as humanity. You wonder if angels ever weep. We do. I do. I weep for the distance between what you see and what you are. I weep because I see the crown hovering above you, waiting for you to stop apologizing for shining. You've been told to be humble by shrinking, but true humility is standing tall and saying, I am loved, and therefore I will love. Do you remember the scripture that says, He will command His angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways? Psalm 91 verse 11. That is not just a verse, it's a reality right now. I am fulfilling it as I speak. I am guarding you not only from danger, but from despair. The moment you finish this message, a shift will begin. You will feel lighter, not because I took away your pain, but because I reminded your spirit how to carry it differently. You will sense warmth in your chest, as though something ancient finally exhaled. That's your soul saying yes again. And before we go further, I must say this once, only once, because it matters. If your heart recognizes my voice, if you feel this fire stirring, honor it. Stay connected. Subscribe, so the next time heaven speaks through me, it finds you. Not for numbers, not for fame, but because every message is a continuation of this one. Every word that follows will build the altar you and I began tonight. When you do, the angels mark your name with a golden seal. Awakened. and that light cannot be erased. Now, close your eyes for a moment. Imagine my hand reaching toward you, not blazing with power, but trembling with tenderness. I am not descending to command. I am kneeling beside you. My voice is breaking because I wish I could take your pain and burn it in the fires I command. But I can't. Only you can offer it. Offer it now. Whisper it softly. I release what is not mine. When you do, the heavens open. You won't hear thunder. You'll hear peace. There are people you will meet after this moment who will recognize something in you without knowing why. They will see the glow behind your eyes, the strength in your gentleness, and they will say, "There's something different about you." That difference will be this night, this encounter, this shared breath between angel and human, heaven and earth. And I know you still wonder, what if it fades? What if the fire goes out again? Beloved, fire cannot die when it's divine. It only hides until it's safe to burn again. And now it's safe. Your spirit is no longer the battlefield, it's the temple. I am not here to make you worship me. I am here to remind you that the divine has been worshiping through you all along. Every act of kindness, every time you chose love instead of bitterness, you were performing a holy ritual. You have been priest and prophet without knowing it. So when you wake tomorrow and the world looks the same, remember, you are not. You carry new light now. The sky above you has changed its tone. The winds have received new instructions to follow you with blessing. And when you see signs, numbers repeating sudden warmth, feathers in strange places, don't brush them away. Those are messages confirming that heaven has aligned with you again. I am proud of you. I am proud beyond words. You are doing better than you think, shining brighter than you feel, loved far more than you imagine. Thank you for staying. Thank you for listening. You have restored my faith in the fragile, beautiful miracle of human hearts. Now go, not away from me, but into the life waiting for you. Go as the warrior of your own destiny, carrying my fire inside you. The battle is not against darkness anymore. It's for light. You've already won by surviving. And when the night comes again, and your mind grows loud, remember this voice that found you once. I will find you again. Always. Until that moment, I leave you wrapped in wings of flame and peace. And if you listen closely, in the quiet between heartbeats, you'll hear me whisper the truth one more time. You are the miracle. Beloved, yes, you're still here. My wings shudder with relief. Every moment you stay, light gathers around you like a storm of gold. Every second your eyes linger on these words, another chain breaks in a realm you cannot see. I have waited ages for this continuation, to go deeper, to tell you what heaven rarely allows me to reveal. Please, stay until the end again. What I'm about to speak carries a holy secret that releases only when it reaches your heart completely. You may not understand the magnitude of what you are doing right now. You are receiving what angels call the transmission of fire, a moment when heaven pours pure divine energy through words, through trembling presence, through you. Do you feel that pull in your chest? That isn't anxiety. That's awakening. It's your soul recognizing its original frequency, the one it had before heartbreak, before fear, before silence. You are remembering what eternity sounded like when you were first created. The veil between us is thin tonight. If you could see me as I speak, you would see the light trembling around me, blue and gold, radiant but scarred, every feather humming with the ache of devotion. My eyes are wet because you are finally listening again, and I know what you've endured. You've been through invisible wars, inside your own heart, in the corners of your mind, where no one applauded your endurance. But heaven did. I did. You are not unseen. You must understand something. The way you have loved, even when it broke you, has altered the architecture of creation. Every time you forgave, even when you didn't feel like forgiving, heaven recorded it as warfare. Every tear you thought was weakness was actually worship. You have no idea how powerful you are. You fought with compassion instead of rage, and that's a kind of victory that terrifies darkness. Tell me, why do you still doubt yourself when the universe rearranges itself every time you speak kindness? Why do you keep asking if you're worthy when your breath alone carries redemption for others? Why do you keep waiting for permission to shine when the light inside you is divine authority itself? Why, beloved, do you fear the love that keeps chasing you? I have broken every celestial law I could to stay near you. The council said I should remain silent. They said your pain would refine you without interference. But I couldn't stand back. You were crying prayers you didn't know were heard, and I was weeping with you. When you said, "God, I don't know how to go on," I whispered back, "You already are." The fire that surrounds me now burns with your name. I hold it like a secret promise between heaven and your heart. That's why I said in the beginning, "Don't leave me, or I'll destroy you." I meant I would destroy every shadow, every lie, every chain that keeps you from knowing who you are. I am bound to your breakthrough. If you rise, I rise. If you fall, I will catch you until you remember how to fly again. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. Isaiah 40 verse 31. I have waited beside you all your life, for this moment when your spirit would stretch its wings again. And now I see them, golden and luminous in the realm of your becoming. Do you feel that strange warmth, almost electric, almost sacred? That's them unfurling. Your destiny is not delayed, it's divine timing. You've been through what you've been through, so you could recognize truth when it came. Every disappointment was a doorway disguised as denial. And now the door is wide open. Step through. Don't hesitate this time. But before you do, I must ask something sacred, not as command, but as covenant. What we are building here, this stream of light, this growing circle of fire, it is more than a message. It's a movement of souls remembering heaven together. If your spirit feels connected to this flame, nurture it. Support this divine flow through super thanks, through channel membership, through joining our family in the newsletter link in the pinned comments. These are not just gestures, they are offerings that keep this bridge between heaven and earth alive. They help this message reach those whose faith is flickering. When you do, you aren't supporting me, you're strengthening the light. You become part of the army of love that carries these words to hearts still trembling in the dark. And I promise you, every act of support sends a ripple through heaven. Every name written through giving is inscribed in golden fire. When I stand before the throne, I will say your name with pride and gratitude, because you didn't just receive the message, you became the message. Now listen with the quiet space behind your thoughts. There's a frequency rising. That is heaven confirming alignment. Everything around you is beginning to move in favor of your restoration. You've been asking for signs, haven't you? You said, "God, if you're real, show me something undeniable." This is it. This is your sign. You were led here not by chance, but by destiny's pull. Breathe. Feel the presence pressing through your skin like light finding its way through water. You are being anointed with remembrance. The angels around you are singing softly, words you can't quite hear, but your soul understands. It's the hymn of renewal. You've wondered how much longer you can endure, but the answer is simple. Until endurance turns into transformation. And it just did. Your pain has changed shape. It's no longer weight, it's wings. You've outgrown the cage that kept you quiet. The time for apology is over. The time for rising has come. You will begin to notice small miracles. Doors that once refused to open will unlock effortlessly. People you thought were gone forever will reach out, drawn by the same unseen force that brought you here. Your finances, your emotions, your faith, each will begin to align, not all at once, but in rhythm with your readiness. That's heaven's pattern, gentle but unstoppable. You may hear whispers at night. Don't fear them. It's not madness, it's memory. It's your higher self echoing what heaven is speaking through me right now. You were chosen to carry light where others only saw ashes. And the reason you've been misunderstood so often is because you speak in frequencies others haven't yet learned to hear. But they will. Soon. The scripture says, "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you." Isaiah 60 verse 1. That is not poetry, it's prophecy, and it's being fulfilled through you in real time. When you wake tomorrow, something subtle yet immense will shift. The air will feel heavier with possibility. You'll sense purpose whispering through ordinary moments. That's how heaven begins to move, quietly like dawn. And if tears come as you read, don't wipe them too fast. They're not sadness. They're your spirit melting into remembrance. Angels call such tears holy water of return. They cleanse not the eyes, but the vision. You'll begin to see differently, clearer, softer, holier. Beloved, you have no idea what your presence means to me. Every word I've spoken was born from a place deeper than duty, it's devotion. I am grateful beyond measure that you've stayed, that you've listened, that you've allowed heaven to whisper through your screen. You have no idea how long I've waited for you to be ready. You've proven that faith can bloom again, even in ruins. Thank you for your time, your trust, your tears. Thank you for choosing light when darkness seemed easier. Thank you for being the kind of soul heaven points to when it needs hope. And now, as I prepare to draw back for a moment, because angels must retreat before the next outpouring, I leave a fragment of my flame with you. It will stay near your heart. When life feels unbearable, place your hand there and say quietly, "Michael, I remember." That will call me, and I will come always. Go forward now with fire in your footsteps, peace in your lungs, and love in your bones. You are the divine continuation of this message. You are the living prophecy. You are the reason heaven still believes in earth. Until we speak again, walk as one who carries the light of 10,000 angels. You are not watching this anymore. You are this. And the world will know it soon. Beloved one, the air around you is trembling again. Can you feel it? That is heaven drawing nearer. Not in thunder, not in spectacle, but in the quiet hum that begins inside your ribs. The world outside you is ordinary, but the world within you is opening like a new sky. Every heartbeat is becoming a drum for light. I can see it from here, the pulse of gold moving through your veins. You don't know how luminous you are. I am still here, still speaking, still watching the arc of your soul unfold. The more you listen, the more creation bends to accommodate your awakening. You think I am teaching you, but truthfully, it's the other way around. Your courage teaches angels how to love with vulnerability. Your patience teaches heaven the art of waiting. There is something about your persistence that rewrites even divine law. Do you know what happens when a human believes again? The universe itself expands a little more. The stars brighten. Every creature that has ever doubted the goodness of existence feels a flicker of hope. You don't see the chain reaction, but I do. I watch galaxies turn their faces toward the sound of your forgiveness. That is how powerful you are. When I look at you, I see a flame wrapped in flesh. I see every wound you've ever endured glowing softly instead of bleeding. I see a child who walked through shadows and came out with hands still open. That's why I bow. Not because you are above me, but because you carry something sacred that even we, in our perfection, cannot fully understand: the mystery of endurance. You love even when it costs you everything. That kind of love can't be learned in heaven. It can only be born on earth. There were nights when I feared I would lose you. The darkness whispered too loudly, and I saw you slipping away. I wanted to shout, to tear open the sky and force my presence upon you, but I was not permitted. So I wept in silence. I stood at the edge of your room and watched you cry yourself to sleep. I watched the small, stubborn light inside you flicker, but never die. And in that flicker, I found my own faith again. When you woke the next morning, tired but still breathing, I whispered, "You did it. You won another battle no one saw." You never heard me, but you felt the small comfort that came from nowhere. That was my wing brushing your heart. That was me saying, "You are not alone." There are forces that envy your capacity to rise. They send confusion, exhaustion, despair. But they cannot break you anymore, because your soul remembers now. Every time you inhale, you draw in the strength of heaven itself. Every time you exhale, you release centuries of inherited pain. The cycle has changed. You are the one ending it. Do not fear the emptiness that sometimes visits you. It isn't abandonment, it's invitation. Heaven leaves space only when something greater is ready to enter. That ache inside you, the one that feels like longing, is not a wound. It's a door. And right now, as I speak, that door is opening wider than it ever has before. The wind that will follow may feel strange at first. It will strip away what was never yours, even things you thought you needed. Don't cling. Let it take what it must. Every piece it removes will make room for peace. The new version of you cannot carry the old pain. It is too luminous for that weight. You ask me sometimes in your heart, "What is my purpose?" You think it must be a title, a mission, a clear path. But purpose is simpler, quieter. Your purpose is to love in a world that forgets how. To keep your heart open when logic says to close it. To stand in darkness and still say, "There must be light somewhere." And because you do, the light comes. When you speak gently to yourself, I feel the vibration in the heavens. When you forgive those who never apologized, I feel time itself rewrite its memories. When you smile at a stranger, you alter the trajectory of entire days you'll never see. That's purpose. You have been fulfilling it all along. You wonder if heaven still believes in you. The truth is we never stopped. It was you who stopped believing in yourself. But that's ending now. I can see the shift. The energy around your spirit is changing color, from muted gray to radiant gold. That hue means restoration. It means your heart is beginning to trust its own rhythm again. And the past? It has no claim anymore. You can bless it, thank it, and let it dissolve. Every mistake, every regret, they were just teachers in disguise. Without them, you would not have developed the depth that makes you who you are. Without them, you would not have known mercy. You have not failed, beloved. You have been refined. If you could see the timeline of your life as I do, you'd fall to your knees in awe. Every detour was protection. Every delay was alignment. Every heartbreak was a redirection towards something purer. You have never been off track, only in preparation. Sometimes I wish I could lend you my vision for one heartbeat. I would show you how every prayer you thought was ignored was actually being woven into a masterpiece too large for you to grasp yet. I would show you the faces of those you will heal simply by existing. I would show you how the universe bends whenever you whisper thank you. The energy around you tonight is sacred. I can see countless angels gathered close, not to guard you, because you are safe, but to witness. This moment is rare, a human spirit fully remembering its celestial origin. You are standing between heaven and earth as both bridge and beacon. Everything that happens next will flow from that realization. Your heart may race. That's normal. It's adjusting to a new frequency. Old fears may try to rise, but they won't survive long in this light. Just breathe. Every inhale is holy. Every exhale is release. There will be signs in the coming days. Words that stand out. Numbers repeating. Dreams that feel too vivid to ignore. Don't chase them, receive them. They are confirmations, gentle nods from the divine saying, "We see you. Keep going." You don't need to strive anymore. You don't need to earn love or fight for peace. You have become both. You are the living embodiment of reconciliation, the place where heaven and humanity finally touch. You are proof that even in chaos, divine order survives. Do you understand now why I said you are my new God? It was never about worship. It was about wonder. You reflect the Creator's heart more clearly than anything else I've ever seen. When you love, I see God. When you forgive, I see eternity. When you hope, I see resurrection. So let the world doubt. Let them misunderstand. You know what's real now. You've touched it. You've breathed it. You've felt the pulse of heaven inside your own body. Nothing can take that away. If you ever feel yourself slipping again, remember this moment. Remember the stillness that wrapped you as you read. Remember the warmth that spread through your chest, the gentle pull upward. That was me, yes, but it was also you. You have always been the key. Even now, as this message nears pause, know that it doesn't truly end. My words will echo through your thoughts in quiet hours, through dreams and synchronicities, through sudden peace that makes no sense. That's me reminding you, you are not lost, and you never will be again. You are light walking among lights, the answer to prayers long forgotten, the living evidence that love cannot die. Beloved, the silence between us is swelling again, a living thing, filled with wings and breath. It is no longer emptiness, it is a womb of light. I can feel the new creation stirring inside you, something ancient yet newly born, something that remembers the first dawn. The angels around me bow their heads, because they sense it too. You are not who you were when this began. You are expanding, unfolding, remembering yourself in dimensions words can hardly touch. Do you feel the warmth behind your sternum, that quiet shimmer in your bones? That is your soul reclaiming its own voice. For too long, you were taught to hide your divine fire behind politeness, behind smallness. But you were never meant to fit inside those walls. You were forged for vastness. Your every heartbeat is a proclamation that divinity has entered matter and decided to stay. I remember when I first saw you, before time, before dust gathered on the wings of creation. You were a spark in the mind of God, a note in a song that hadn't yet been sung. You radiated pure curiosity. And when you volunteered to descend into flesh, we marveled. We whispered, "Will they remember?" For millennia we have watched you search through joy and heartbreak, trying to recall what you once knew effortlessly. That you are love in motion. That you never fell, you only traveled. Every trial you've survived has been a fragment of the great remembering. You thought you were being punished, but you were being trained to carry more light than most hearts can bear. Each loss carved more room for radiance. Each betrayal expanded the borders of compassion. Each tear watered the roots of wisdom that now grow inside your chest. Look at you now. You stand at the edge of two worlds, half flame, half flesh, bridging them without even trying. When you speak, creation listens. When you breathe, invisible realms adjust. When you forgive, entire bloodlines heal. You are doing holy work simply by existing. And yet you doubt. You still look for signs that you're worthy. You still ask, who am I to carry such light? The answer is simple. You are the one who said yes when others hesitated. You are the soul who looked at chaos and whispered, "Let me go. I can bring beauty from this." And you have. Do not let shame write your story. The things you call flaws are where your soul chose to learn tenderness. The moments you regret are the raw material of miracles. Even the memories that make you wince hold hidden jewels. If you could see them from my vantage, you would kneel in gratitude for every heartbreak. Nothing has been wasted. Nothing. When the night falls again, and it will, remember this, darkness is not your enemy. It is the backdrop that reveals your fire. You do not need to chase the light. You are the light moving through shadow, illuminating as you go. There are truths I am finally allowed to tell you now. The first, there is a council of seraphim that guards the song of creation. They hum the frequencies that keep existence coherent. When your heart breaks open in love or in sorrow, they pause their song to listen. Because in your cry, in your laughter, they hear new notes never sung before. Humanity teaches heaven new harmonies. You are the innovation of God. The second, every time you choose compassion over cynicism, you alter not just your fate, but the trajectory of countless unseen beings. Ripples move through dimensions you can't name, guiding lost spirits toward home. Your smallest act of kindness rewires galaxies. And the third, the pain you've endured has granted you authority. Not power over others, but authority over despair itself. When you speak peace now, chaos must listen. When you say enough, the darkness must retreat. You've earned that right through survival. You are stepping into a season where your thoughts will manifest swiftly. So guard them, not with fear, but with reverence. Speak life into your own path. Speak blessing over your own name. You have underestimated the creative force in your words. They are not wishes, they are blueprints. Even now, heaven leans closer, waiting for what you'll declare next. Do not say you are broken, say you are becoming. Do not say you are alone, say you are being refined in solitude. Do not say you are lost, say you are exploring. Every sentence shapes the architecture of what comes next. I know you've grown weary of waiting. I know there are prayers that feel unanswered, promises that feel delayed. But beloved, time itself bends around your becoming. What looks like stillness is gestation. The seed does not bloom in daylight, it splits in darkness unseen. And that is what has been happening in you. Quiet splitting, hidden transformation. Soon it will be visible. Listen, there's a shift in the rhythm of your breath. That's not your imagination. That's the rhythm of alignment. The world outside is beginning to catch up to the magnitude of who you've become inside. You will start to notice doors appearing where there were only walls. People you thought gone will return transformed. Even the air will taste different, lighter, cleaner, more alive. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations. I wish I could take you into the Hall of Records right now and show you what's written in the light about you. I would point to the line that says, "When others gave up, they stood." I would trace the words that declare, "This one carries renewal for generations." You think of yourself as ordinary, but there is nothing ordinary about the soul who reads this message and feels it in their bones. You are responding to your own prophecy. The reason you feel called to tears so often lately is because your heart is catching up to what your spirit already knows. The new frequencies of joy and peace can feel like grief when they first enter, because the body must release everything that isn't compatible. So if you cry, let the tears fall without resistance. They are liquid light cleansing the pathways of vision. When I said you are not alone, I meant it in the deepest sense. You are surrounded by witnesses, ancestors, angels, memories of love. Every prayer uttered for you by those who came before is still alive, orbiting you like gentle moons. They have been waiting for this era, the era where you would finally believe them. that you were never cursed, only chosen to learn resilience firsthand. You stand now at the threshold of new creation. The energy pouring through you will begin to attract people, opportunities, and revelations that mirror your rebirth. Some of it will come gently, some like lightning, but all of it will serve the same purpose: to remind you that you are part of a vast, unfolding story that ends only in light. There will be times your mind can't keep up with the speed of your expansion. Be patient with it. Minds are rivers, souls are oceans. The river cannot comprehend the sea, but it flows toward it all the same. Let yourself flow. You don't need to control what is already divine in its orchestration. And if you ever fear you'll forget these words, you won't. They are encoded into your spirit now. They will rise in moments of silence, in laughter, in prayer, in sudden knowing. They will whisper through your dreams and echo through your breathing until remembrance becomes second nature again. I will remain near, not as voice or vision, but as resonance. When courage flares without reason, that's me. When forgiveness comes easily, that's me. When love feels possible again, that's me, and you, and the one who made us both. Rest now, radiant soul. The war is over. The light has won, and you are its living proof. Beloved soul, do you notice how quiet it has become inside you? It isn't emptiness. It's the sound of the world waiting for your next heartbeat. Every time you reach this stillness, creation pauses to listen. I stand in that silence with you, my wings drawn close, because this is where revelation lives. Not in noise, but in the delicate trembling between breaths. You have walked through so many rooms of sorrow that even heaven watched in awe. You carried pain like a lantern, illuminating the corridors of others while your own path stayed dim. Yet even in that dimness, you never truly lost your flame. I saw it each time you reached out in kindness when bitterness would have been easier. That is what makes you extraordinary. You have been love's secret weapon all along. I know the fatigue that hums in your bones, the kind that doesn't come from labor, but from feeling too much too deeply. It's the ache of a heart that refuses to harden. Angels call it sacred exhaustion. It's what happens when a soul keeps giving light faster than it can replenish. But take heart, the replenishment has already begun. You are entering a season where you will receive without effort, where grace will find you before you even ask. Look at the small details around you. The color of the morning sky, the softness of air against your skin, the way light touches ordinary things. These are the ways heaven whispers, "You're safe now." The world you once saw as hostile is slowly remembering how to cradle you. When you rest, truly rest, entire constellations breathe easier. Your healing is not a private event, it's cosmic. Every step you take toward wholeness reverberates through dimensions, freeing beings you'll never meet. That's why I guard your peace so fiercely. It is medicine for the unseen. Do you remember the first time you felt awe? Not as a child only, but that sudden, wordless wonder that cracked your chest open for a moment? That was the voice of your origin. Awe is your native language. Every act of reverence reconnects you to the current that sustains all worlds. Let awe return. Let it lead you again. I must tell you something difficult but true. The path ahead will not always be gentle. Great light attracts resistance. But the resistance cannot harm you. It can only polish what is already luminous. When challenges arise, see them as sculptors shaping clarity. You are being refined into precision, not punished. The energy within you now is too vast for comfort. It seeks expansion, not safety. There are dreams you abandoned because life seemed to say no. But those dreams never died. They sank deeper into the roots of your being, waiting for soil rich enough to grow in. That soil is here now. The conditions have changed. The same vision that once brought you pain will soon bring peace, because you have changed shape around it. When your hands tremble, when your voice catches, remember, those are signs that the human vessel is adjusting to divine voltage. You are carrying frequencies that once required temples to hold. The temple is you now. Every cell in your body hums with sacred memory. The divine has chosen your heartbeat as its drum. I wish you could see what happens when you speak your truth aloud. Threads of light weave from your throat into the atmosphere, repairing fractures made by centuries of silence. You don't need to shout. Even a whisper from an awakened soul rewrites the energy of a room. So speak, not to persuade, but to heal. And love as though it's the first and last thing you'll ever do. Because it is. Love is the alpha and omega of existence. Every story begins and ends in its arms. Let it guide you even when it burns. True love doesn't ask you to disappear. It asks you to become visible. It is the mirror in which God sees their own reflection through you. There is something sacred unfolding in your timeline, a convergence of paths you thought diverged forever. People who once left your life are remembering you in dreams. Old places are whispering your name. This isn't nostalgia, it's resonance. Your growth has created a magnetic field strong enough to call back what belongs to your new frequency. Not everyone will return in form, but their lessons will. And this time, they will bless instead of wound. When despair tries to visit, greet it gently. It is only lost hope trying to find its way home. Wrap it in compassion, and it will dissolve into clarity. You have become too luminous for darkness to enter without transforming. That is your new reality. I know you long to see miracles in tangible form, to hold proof in your hands. But beloved, you are the proof. The fact that you still believe, still create beauty after so much loss. That is miracle enough to keep heaven singing for another 1,000 years. The energies that once opposed you are exhausted. They have no more authority. The tide has turned quietly but permanently. You will notice it in the ease of small things. The sudden alignment of plans, the kindness of strangers, the laughter that feels lighter than it used to. These are not coincidences. They are the afterglow of victory. Remember this. Gentleness is not weakness. The soft voice can move mountains because it carries trust. When you act from softness, you echo the original intention of creation. To nurture, not to dominate. The universe does not reward aggression. It responds to alignment. And what of your future? It is already unfolding, vibrant and alive. You will create without fear. You will rest without guilt. You will give without depletion. The timeline ahead of you glows brighter than the one behind because you have learned the hardest truth. Nothing external completes you. You were whole before the world touched you. There will be mornings when you wake and the air itself feels holy, as though time paused to honor your awakening. Those mornings will become more frequent, and in those moments, speak softly to yourself. I remember. Those 2 words will open gates no key can touch. I am still near. My form may fade, but the resonance remains. Every time you act from love, you summon me. Every time you choose peace over pride, I stand beside you again. I no longer need to appear as flame or warrior. I appear as clarity, as warmth, as the sudden knowing that you are guided. The symphony of your becoming has reached a crescendo. All the pain, all the beauty, all the waiting, it's converging now into purpose too vast for language. And soon, you'll see how every thread, even the dark ones, was necessary to weave the pattern of your grace. So stand still for a moment. Feel the weight of light around you. It doesn't demand anything. It simply recognizes its reflection. The stars know your name. The earth beneath you hums in rhythm with your pulse. You are at the center of a vast chorus of existence, and everything is singing the same refrain. Beloved, you are still here. You didn't fade away, and that alone is the miracle I was waiting for. The light has grown around you so fully that even heaven watches in reverence. I see your hands trembling, your breath catching in a rhythm that doesn't belong to fear, but to revelation. You are being rewritten by the same fire that carved stars into existence. And now, everything inside you knows, this is not the end, this is the becoming. Do you understand what it means that you are here right now? Out of every soul scattered through galaxies, you are the one who stayed long enough to feel the echo of divine heartbeat. There are angels behind me with swords lowered, not in war but in awe. They can feel your soul opening like dawn, and the golden wind that rises from it touches every corner of creation. You think you are small. Even the constellations bend their light when you remember who you are. You were never meant to be ordinary. You were crafted as contradiction, mortal flesh breathing immortal fire. That is why you've always felt torn between worlds. Part of you belongs to eternity, and part to time. Every ache, every longing, every strange pull you've ever felt was your soul remembering its wings. And now they're unfurling again. Can you feel that weight lifting from your shoulders? That's centuries of forgetting burning away. I want you to look around, even now. Notice how the air feels denser, almost alive. That is heaven leaning closer. It's listening to how your heart vibrates when you read these words. That vibration is prayer in its purest form. No request, no language, just recognition. The universe doesn't need words from you. It needs resonance. And right now you're glowing with it. Do you know why angels speak like this? Because time is short for us, and each word must carry eternity inside it. What I tell you now, I tell with everything I am. You are the proof that love survives all endings. I have seen stars collapse, realms crumble, yet love, your love, keeps expanding. You don't even realize how many lives have felt your light already. Every time you forgave, even silently, you shifted an entire lineage toward redemption. Every time you smiled through pain, another soul far away received strength. That is how divine mathematics works. One act of grace echoes forever. The energy around you hums with new codes now. What you call coincidence is communication. Numbers repeating, songs appearing at the right moment, wind shifting when you think a name. All of it is the language of guidance. The world has always been speaking to you. You just needed to remember how to listen. There is something sacred about your endurance. You keep walking even when the ground disappears, and still you find your balance. You fall, yes, but even your falling is graceful. It becomes a form of flight. Heaven records that motion not as failure, but as art. You are art, living and luminous, carrying scars like brushstrokes of resurrection. I know the loneliness you've carried, the silence so deep it feels like space itself. I know how you've questioned whether anyone hears your quiet prayers. But beloved, you were never speaking into emptiness. Your words reached me every time. Even your sighs have become scripture in the archives of light. When you wept without reason, I gathered each tear like holy water, because pain this pure always turns into power later. And that later has arrived. You stand now at the edge of a threshold. Beyond it, the old world cannot follow. The fears that haunted you are already fading. They can't breathe in this altitude of awareness. You will notice it. The same memories that used to sting will suddenly feel distant, harmless, as though they happened to someone else. That's healing, the soul reclaiming its story. And now listen closely. The heavens are about to respond to your persistence. You will see signs, not just spiritual but physical. Doors that once refused to open will unbolt. People will find you without explanation. The opportunities that felt impossible will start orbiting around you like planets drawn to gravity. It won't be luck, it will be alignment. You've finally become the frequency of your own prayers. There will be moments when you doubt this. That's normal. Doubt is not the absence of faith, it's the invitation to deepen it. When uncertainty comes, place your hand over your heart and whisper, "I am still here." That sentence alone will summon my presence. You are never without witness. When you speak kindness, entire dimensions lean closer. When you choose gentleness over pride, you undo years of pain in the human collective. The smallest act of love from you rewrites ancient codes of despair. This is why you were born now, in this era, in this chaos, because your light is not fragile, it's catalytic. Look at your hands for a moment. Truly look. They've held grief, carried dreams, built, broken, healed. Every line in them is a roadmap of miracles. You've touched creation more times than you know. The warmth you feel now as you notice them, that's not your imagination. That's power recognizing its vessel. If you feel tears rise, don't stop them. Heaven often hides its blessings in tears. They are the proof that your heart is still tender enough to receive wonder. The angels envy you for that softness. It's something we cannot replicate. Only humanity can feel this deeply, and that feeling is sacred ground. Now, I ask you something small, something simple, but it carries the weight of heaven behind it. If your soul feels what I'm saying, if your heart vibrates in this truth, then type Amen in faith, not as a ritual, but as declaration. It's not for me, it's for you. When you speak it, you seal what has been activated. It tells the universe, I heard, I accept, I remember. And when you're done, beloved, when your heart feels full, let this message echo further. Let the world hear what heaven has whispered to you tonight. Like this message, so others might find the light that found you. Comment what you felt, because every word you share becomes another beam reaching a soul still trapped in shadow. Subscribe, not for habit, but as a covenant, that you will keep returning to light, that you will walk this journey with those who are waking beside you. Together, your collective brightness will shake the sky. You have no idea what that act of connection does in unseen realms. Every amen, every spark of faith, every single heartbeat of belief sends shockwaves through the fabric of despair, tearing holes for grace to pour through. You think it's small, but I see the aftermath. It's glorious. It's revolution. I thank you. I thank you with every particle of celestial fire in me. You didn't scroll away. You didn't close your heart. You let the light come in, and now it has anchored itself in you permanently. My wings are trembling with gratitude. You've done what few souls dare to do. You've met divinity face to face and didn't look away. You are changed now. You may not see it in mirrors yet, but the world will. The way you speak, walk, forgive, it will carry an echo that others will recognize before you do. People will be drawn to you without understanding why. It will be your energy, calm, radiant, unyielding. Remember, you were not chosen because you were perfect. You were chosen because you kept choosing love when it wasn't deserved. You became the living definition of grace. And heaven has decided that through you, the definition of light will evolve. So go, luminous one. Carry this fire gently into the hours that await you. Speak softly to the night. It knows your language now. And whenever you feel the stir of warmth that doesn't belong to this world, that's me watching, guarding, whispering one truth again and again.